Arthur Morgan, the central character of Rockstar Games' masterpiece, Red Dead Redemption 2, is my favorite video game character of all time. Arthur left a mark on me. His likability jumps off the screen and right into your heart, earning him a place in the hearts of gamers and critics alike. Today, I want to discuss why Arthur Morgan is such an amazing character and why he is one of the most beloved characters in the gaming industry. We'll dive into his character development, moral complexity, and relatability, which all collectively make him the man that he is. One of the primary reasons behind Arthur Morgan's likability is his exceptional character development throughout the game. Red Dead Redemption 2 takes players on an emotional journey as they witness Arthur's transformation from a loyal member of the Vanderlyn gang into a man who questions his actions and the gang's path. We time and time again witness Arthur doing the right thing. He often knows what terrible things he is capable of, but decides that it's more worth it to be kind and helpful. It becomes a part of his character to want to leave this world a better place than when he found it. Arthur may seem like a typical outlaw, but as the game unfolds, layers of his character are peeled away to reveal a complex and relatable human being. His internal struggles, doubts, and eventual redemption arc resonates with players. Witnessing his growth gives us a deep connection between the player and the character, making Arthur genuinely likable. Arthur Morgan's likability is further enhanced by his moral complexity. Unlike many video game protagonists who adhere to a certain code of ethics, Arthur exists in a morally gray area where right and wrong is often blurred. He's not a traditional hero, but he's not a villain either. His willingness to question his actions and the gang's motives showcases his moral compass. This is rarely seen in video game characters. If you guys can think of some other characters that share this trait, let me know in the comment section below. Players are allowed to shape Arthur's moral compass to some extent. We are able to shape and determine the type of person he becomes. This is why gamers feel so attached to this character, because by the end of the game, he is a part of us, an extension of us, because we more or less made him into the character that he is by the end of the game. This moral flexibility not only makes the character more relatable, but also invites players to explore their own values and choices, which gives us a deeper connection to the game and its protagonist. Arthur Morgan's relatability is a key factor in his likability. Despite living in the 1800s and being an outlaw, Arthur's struggles and emotions are surprisingly relevant to the players. His relationships, insecurities, and desire for a better life mirror many things that us as human beings experience on a day-to-day basis. The game's attention to detail, including Arthur's journal entries and campfire conversations, allow players to delve into his thoughts and feelings. It's easy to miss out on these details, but if you spend the extra time to explore them, it only deepens your connection with Arthur and the ongoing narrative. This transparency creates a sense of intimacy as players gain insight into Arthur's inner thoughts. This kind of makes him feel like a friend or someone that we know personally. Another aspect that contributes to Arthur's likability is his determination and resilience. Throughout the game, players witness Arthur confront numerous challenges, including lawmen, rival gangs, and the harsh wilderness. Despite the odds being stacked against him, Arthur presses on, displaying a sense of grit and tenacity that is both inspiring and endearing. Arthur's loyalty to the gang, especially to Dutch Vanderlyn, also plays a significant role in his likability. Despite his growing doubts about the gang's direction, Arthur remains fiercely loyal to those he cares about, and players can't help but admire his sense of honor and charisma. Not to mention that Arthur is always willing to help a hand to those who need it. Red Dead 2 features a rich and immersive narrative. We all know that, and it explores themes of family, loyalty, and consequences of one's actions. But Arthur's role as the game's protagonist allows players to experience these themes firsthand, making the narrative emotionally engaging. The game's world building and attention to detail are unparalleled, creating an environment that feels alive and authentic. This world serves as just a backdrop for Arthur's journey. Arthur's journey is in the forefront here, enhancing the player's connection to both the character and the game world. The narrative's depth and complexity contribute significantly to Arthur's overall likability. In conclusion, Arthur Morgan's likability as a video game character can be attributed to a combination of factors I just went through, including his compelling character development, moral complexity, relatability, resilience, and the depth of the game's narrative. Arthur's journey from a hardened outlaw to a morally present and redeemable figure strikes a chord with players, making him a beloved and memorable protagonist in the world of gaming. His story reminds us that even in a morally ambiguous world, there is room for growth, redemption, and the capacity to become a better person. Man, that shit is so inspiring, and it really makes me feel passionate about this game and just games in general and storytelling. Arthur Morgan is a character who exemplifies the power of storytelling in video games and the appeal of a well-crafted, multi-dimensional, wholehearted, honest, relatable protagonist. I'd like to thank you guys for dropping in on this video. I absolutely love getting into the nitty-gritty with Red Dead Redemption 2, it being one of my favorite games of all time. I can't seem to put it down, throughout the many years that this game has been out. I can't seem to put it down, and I only grow more and more fond of it as I make these videos for you guys. So I hope you've all been enjoying them. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, check out my other videos, and stay tuned for what's upcoming. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a like, and I want you to share with me some of your thoughts on Arthur as a character, because he's really changed me as a person, and he's become a part of me, and he's inspired me, and I want to know how you guys have resonated and connected with Arthur as a character, and as a character in this video game. So let me know that in the comments section down below. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me today on Respawn, and as always, happy gaming.